Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to It's Giving Review with your host Tina
and Jonna, and we're here to give you the latest scoop on all things entertainment. From the latest TV shows and movies, our favorite restaurants and bars, and everything in between.
We're here to give you all the tea. So sit back, listen in, and let's get to it. What's up, good people? Welcome back to It's Giving Review. Who am I? What's up? My Jackie. I love Jackie. Sorry. Welcome back to It's Giving Review. We are going to do our recap for Love is Blind, episodes 6 through 8. And we are super excited. This is getting fucking good. It's getting juicy. My main characters are still Jackie and Marshall, so I don't care about everybody else right now. I'm like Jackie and Marshall. They're not going to say I do, but I love them, so.
You don't think they are?
Hell no. Damn. I think Marshall's going to say no. Jackie, it seems like Jackie's going to say no, but I feel like Marshall's going to be like, he needs to grow up a little bit. Like, yeah, it's getting a little crazy, so. All right, where do we leave off? So, Zach and Bliss meet. They're on like a boat together now. They're talking about their relationship. They have really good chemistry. I feel like he seems so much more comfortable with Bliss than he did with Irina. Like, he definitely is like more relaxed. He's not like really eye contact strong, which I didn't really see like that as like a huge issue before, but yeah. Bliss was totally fine with it. She's like, no, you don't have strong eye contact. Like, am I looking away too much? Like, she kind of contrasted that. It was cute.
Do you like good eye contact?
I do, yeah. But I think it was for Irina, it was like a lot of the like, blank stares with like a smile with no words. I think that was a little weird for her.
She just thought he was ugly, so it was weird that he was looking her in her eyes.
I know.
If it was a fine guy who's looking you in your eyes all passionately,
yeah, you probably like it. That's true. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. So Zach and Bliss on the boat. He's like, you were the one. I'm sorry I did this to you. She still has her reservations because she's like, no, like you picked me as your second. It's kind of weird. Like, yeah, I think she was still kind of feeling weird, but
anyone would, right? It's like you proposed to a whole nother girl. I was just like, I felt for her. I honestly couldn't believe that she even came back to like meet him, to try to go on a date with him. I wanted to ask you too, no other season like someone who's got dumped came back, right? Or anybody from the pods has never
that's
came
right.
back.
Nobody has.
I was like, okay, not them throwing.
Well, they had, but they had such a good connection. They had to bring him back. Like he did want to marry her, and all throughout that episode, he does ask her to marry her. So she says yes. She's happy about it. They have like an interesting relationship, though. I will say, like Zach and Bliss. Like Bliss is very like, she seems like very like superficial, I guess, in a way. Like there's not like a bunch of deep. It's just the one thing about like their parents, like their mothers, I think. But otherwise, like a lot of their conversation is really just like her being a little upset that she was number 2. Yeah. And then they just like, oh my god, she said something fucking funny on the boat. She was like, you like peanut butter and jelly? And he's like,
she's kind of weird like him.
I was like, what? Oh, you don't like peanut butter and jelly? That's not your jam? I was dead. I said, not the peanut butter and jelly. That's not your jam.
It was funny.
Oh my god, it was so cute.
I was like, okay, maybe she is a little goofy.
She's quirky
and dorky. They could work.
Yeah,
I think she's gorgeous.
She is very, absolutely.
I was like, he can't be her type. Like, this is just weird. I'm like, does she just want to get her little shine, her little Netflix like cameo? I don't know. I'm like, she can't be into this guy. But then when she said that, I was like, okay, she's a little dorky.
That was cute.
They're kind of cute. They're cute together.
Yeah. So they didn't really have much going on. I mean, they went into townhouses too, like every couple in this situation. Yeah. Went to go live together, see what it's like to be with each other for the next 2 weeks until they get married. Right. So Zach and Bliss, I definitely do think that they're gonna say I do.
What?
You don't?
Absolutely not.
Who do you think is gonna say no?
Absolutely not. I just think, like, remember when she was all like in her feels about, well, I'm gonna like always look at you like this and always have that, I think, like on the back burner that you chose.
She gives some shit for it.
They were arguing. And I was just like,
she definitely is still giving him shit for it. Yeah. Like, and she said that. She was like, I'm going to continue to do this until it's, like, out of my system. Yeah. But I think she loves him.
You think so?
No, not better.
Not better, but like I
but
know.
What there's
Well,
the
actually-
pretentiousness.
There's not a single part of me that would want to be with her.
Mom, there was a whole part of you that wanted to marry her.
Before I met her, you were the right choice.
Yeah, but
Right,
it
like,
still
I
doesn't
made-
take away my feeling about
But
that.
it doesn't.
though.
Yeah, I get it. But it doesn't make you the second choice.
This is an attorney at law. She know this motherfucker got the big bucks. She's gonna say yes.
I could see her saying yes because he's loaded. And he said he's like opening his own
He's
practice.
opening his own law firm. Sis, like what?
Get that bag, sis.
She's a program manager. She's about to help him. She's about to help him with his shit. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both like kind of.
It could be a power move.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
I don't like them together, but I could see them doing it. A lot of people do that. They date somebody for the money or for it to feel good and to be financially stable.
Yeah.
And for like the credentials right or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know if they're like a good match in my opinion, but who am I?
Okay. All right. No, I dig it. All right. So she's not Team Zach and Bliss. We could tell right now, and I am because I feel like they are kind of like a match. They're like the same weird. So I think they go well.
Yeah. Let us know. Are you guys
Yes.
Team Zach and Bliss or nah?
I'm Team Zach and Bliss because Zach ain't gonna get nothing better. So I hope. Yeah.
Facts.
All right.
He came up with her.
Yeah, he did. That was a come up. Tiffany, let's move to Tiffany and Brett.
Okay, let's.
Okay, I have some things about them, but okay. So first of all, Tiffany had a roommate. What?
I didn't even show the apartment.
Yeah, they didn't even show her apartment. She's 36.
That
She
let me
talks
down.
about this all the time. She's like, I'm 36. I didn't think I was gonna like find them. Okay, but why does she have a roommate? I'm just curious. Like,
Where they
I
do
think
that?
yeah, like I don't know. It was interesting because she had discussions with Brett about. Well, first of all, they go to his apartment. It's all high tech. She's like, oh my god, like what's your vacuum? And he has the little fucking robot thing. She's
The
like,
Roomba.
oh, she was like so shocked like the whole time. I was like,
He had the
oh.
Oculus.
Yeah, she was like bougie Brett. I'm like, damn, like what you got in your shit? You got like a 1990 vacuum? I don't know what you got going on, but what the fuck? Like you ain't never seen that before? I don't know, but she literally like she's so funny. She's just so innocent and like clueless. I think of just like the nuances of like technology. I don't know, but she's a client recruiter, so she gotta know some shit.
And she could just
Her
be
background.
humble and low key. She could be smart as fuck with her finances. Like I'm about to split rent, like so I could be on stock mode or for other investments or other businesses. We never know.
That's true. I will
trust her.
say with Brett, he was like, I'm cool with like paying 75% of the bills, and she was like, oh yeah, like she was excited about that as fuck. I was like, okay, Tiffany. The one thing about Tiffany though that I will say is that she's always asking Brett like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, and it makes me feel like, are you sure? Like, what's up with you? Like, why are you always asking him? Also, Brett's demeanor is very serious, and I think she kind of has to like.
He's a Scorpio.
Yeah, so he's like very like she jokes around and he gives her like the like you're stupid like kind of look, right? So I feel like she's like, does he really like me because I'm goofy and like you know, I don't know if he's like thinks I'm stupid or if he's laughing at me for I don't know. So I feel like I'm still trying to figure that out with Brett and Tiffany. Like I definitely still think they're gonna say yes.
Yeah.
They do well together. I mean, he met her friends, love her friends. I mean, they're like, we love Tiffany so much. She's the most genuine person. Like, we want you to love her the way that we care for her and we love her. And I felt like that was very genuine with her friends. Like, and they could see that. And Brett even in front of him was like, I want you to know I love you so much. Like, that was reassuring, I think, for her friends who love and care about her. So
Absolutely.
there was really good chemistry between the friends and Brett. So
Yeah, your friends.
I like to see that.
Your friends definitely should love your like future partner. But what stood out to me is how they talked about this girl. I mean, they were just like, she's a beautiful person and she's just so good. Oh, what did they say? They said something like, everything always aligns for her. Like, do you know what you got? Like, you hit the jackpot with this girl.
And he was lucky. He said, you're so lucky. The way that they said it, right? It was very, very genuine.
So lucky. If your friends don't talk about you like that, like, I just think that speaks volumes about a person is how your friends talk about you and how your friends brag about you. And her friend got teary-eyed. Like, they love this girl. And to me, like, I just am big on that. Like, your friends, you know, should last for your whole life. And, like, the friends you have really speak volumes about the person you are. So I was just like, okay, like now, because I already love Tiffany, and I was like, I think she's so sweet and such a good person, and to see her friends really like value her and just speak so highly of her, I was like, okay, she's everything I thought she was. That just made me so happy. It's like,
that was perfect. Now we didn't get to meet anybody of Brett's side for whatever reason.
That's true. I just thought about that.
Like friends or anything. So maybe in like the next episodes we'll get to see like their side of stuff. But right now we just saw Tiffany's friends.
That's a Scorpio
who
shit.
Who validated.
Secret. Who's his parents?
Yeah,
Who's his
secretive.
friends?
Yeah, exactly. So
mysterious.
Yeah. So I still think they're gonna say I do.
Oh,
I think they got it. Tiffany had a mishap though. She looked like she was cooking for him for the first time, and she kind of smoked up the kitchen, and then the pot dropped. So I was like, "Are you nervous?" She was a little bit nervous. She said she was nervous, but I was like, maybe she can't cook. He probably kind of judgy too. He got the straight face. She probably like, I don't even know if he's gonna like this fucking food. Like,
yeah, she said that. She was like, "Oh, it's my first meal for you."
Yeah, like I know she was nervous. Yeah,
she was. Oh, I hope she could cook. Dang, girl, you got a roommate and you can't cook.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
I know, for real, shit. She just got a fat booty.
So
that's
we're team Tiffany and Brett.
Yes,
they're gonna get married. What do you guys think?
Team Tiffany and Brett. Cool. Let's move on to Chelsea and Kwame, because honestly, this couple, right? It's Kwame. Chelsea's fucking dope. Chelsea is dope as fuck. She's definitely we talk about this. She's the realest on this show.
Absolutely.
She wants, she wants kids. She's got her shit together. Yeah. Kwame is like playing along. It feels like he's playing along to me. That's what I see.
I don't like this guy.
Playing along.
I don't like this guy. These next 3 episodes, I was just like, I liked him at first. He seemed like such a sweet guy. In the pods, he was talking all that shit. I want love, and I'm deep, and I'm passionate, and I want a soulmate. I want my partner. Boy, bye. Now all of a sudden, she getting real. She working 7 to 7. He like, where you at? How you got time? Like, you waiting on your girl to get home? I thought you were boss guy. And like,
he is spending time with her dog, Rocky, or whatever. But he's like, yeah, Rocky's cool. I mean, I just, I hang out with Rocky, while she's at work. And I'm like, are you bored? Like, I can tell you're bored, yeah. It feels like they have a good sexual chemistry, but I don't know if it's like Chelsea just being Chelsea and like just hyping it up because she like loves him. But they were at her apartment for a little bit, right?
Oh my God, what'd you think of her apartment?
All the pink.
Oh my God, it was so
I know.
cute.
She's cute though. She is cute. I thought it was funny when she was like, "What about the dishes?" Like she was asking him, like, "Do you do dishes? Do you leave them in the sink?" He's like, "Oh, no, leave it in the sink." And she said, "Oh, they sleep in the sink overnight." Like it was like, oh my God.
This made me love her even more. We do not go to sleep with dishes in the sink. I was like, I love her. She had the spices organized. Like,
she's very cute. I like her. And then we go to Kwame's apartment. This motherfucker had lotion on his table and a towel within, like she said, 2 or 3 feet. The lotion and the towel. So we know he was doing something before he went to Love Is Blind. But she called him out on it. She was like, lotion and a towel, nice.
She's hilarious. She be clowning.
She is. She's cute. She's funny. So we meet her father, who is darling.
Oh, he was
darling.
So sweet.
But what stood out to me is she really did not have faith in Kwame and what he was going to say to her dad.
She was scared.
Yes, she was like, well, I still have to explain to my dad like this experiment, why we got married. He goes, well, you know why we got married, right? I mean, you just explained it to him. It's like, no, bitch, she wanted you to fucking explain it, Kwame. Like, come out of your fucking mouth. You're the man. You proposed. You tell her father. So
yeah, he's like Rico Suave. He just acts all like, it's all good. It's all good. She like, this shit is real. You're about to be my dad. Like, are you serious? And you need to make a good impression, because I consider her like a high caliber woman. Like, she's smart, she's intelligent, she's very well spoken. She's just on it. And of course you'd be scared, because now I'm about to introduce you to my dad.
And just so we are clear, just fasting forward, we'll come right back, but he still is like checking up on Micah, like asking if she made the right decision, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Kwame, this is not right. Get your shit together. I'm tired. I'm done with Kwame.
French, African, I'm here for it. You know.
Yeah,
Tina's exes. Okay,
No, we're not. But he stresses me out. Just like Jackie, he's saying like, "You gonna give me a migraine?" Watching Kwame, he giving me a migraine.
He gives me one.
He's so fake. He's so fake. But her dad, anyways, they meet Chelsea's dad. It actually goes really well.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're getting a good deal on Chelsea." It was so cute. It was so cute because I think everybody knows at this point that Chelsea is a genuine person, and anybody who has her is probably super lucky. I just think that Kwame's heart is still with Micah.
Do you think that's maybe why the whole time he's just like being all weird and making up all these excuses because he's still like thinking about Micah?
He's gonna move. So he lives in Portland, Oregon. He's moving to Seattle to be with Chelsea. So in his eyes, this is a big sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
And Chelsea's like, "Well, I want kids," and he's like, "Well, why are we going? Why do we have to talk about kids? Oh my God, we're moving too fast." It's like, motherfucker, you just went on a show where you dated somebody for 2 weeks and getting married. You mean it's too fast to have kids? Like.
That's the whole point of the show.
Yeah, like
you want to get married and settle down.
Yeah, and she asked him like, "Do you want to settle down?" And he's like, "I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I?"
Bathed like a baby before?
A baby?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Growing up, I used to want 6 kids. I've just always wanted to be a mom, Kwam. And you said 3 years is okay?
I think there has to be a period of time for us to like really enjoy each other.
That's not even a good. I hate when people do that. Yeah, well, why wouldn't I? Motherfucker, did I actually? That's not what. Explain it to me. Explain it. Don't say why wouldn't I.
I wanted to smack him upside his head.
Kwame. Yeah. No, sir.
He's like they're the most iffy relationship for me. I'm like, I don't know about that. Because of him. She's so damn solid, man. Like,
he's gonna say no. I hope to God that it's her that says no. I see so much better for her, but I feel like he's going to say no.
She loves him so much, though. She wants love so bad. Like, I feel like she's just like, I'll fix anybody. Like, I will love anyone. Flaws and all. Remember, she already forgave him for getting flirty at the pool party. The last drop that they did, 1 through 5. Remember the whole pool party scene? She forgave him for that. I'm just like, she is just too good to be true. Like, this girl, I feel so bad for her. I honestly think that
I will say he might say no because his mom doesn't agree with this situation. He called his mom and she's like, "No, I'm mad." So Chelsea's like, "Will you even marry me without your mom's blessing?" And he seemed like he was reserved, but I don't think. He said like, "My mom, I make good decisions, so I'm gonna make this decision, whatever." Yeah. But I think his mom, like he said, his mom's been a big part of his life. He is not going to say yes to Chelsea without his mom's blessing. And that's
that's African culture too.
Yeah,
like,
that's that. It's not gonna work. So.
Damn. Okay, so Chelsea and Kwame, you are.
I'm gonna team no for Chelsea's sake.
I'm gonna say I'm right here. I think there's so much potential. Kwame in episodes 1 through 5, I was like, dang, he's sweet, he's sensitive, he's nice, he wants love. Now he's showing me he a little iffy, and I don't know if he really want to settle down. I don't know. I think there's so much potential, but is he gonna get his act right? Is he gonna really sacrifice and compromise? That's what love is. Like, he has to.
Well, he's compromising by moving, is what he says, but. Again, I don't feel like it's for the right reason. I think he's kind of forcing it, and I think we'll figure that out later.
Let us know. Are you guys team Chelsea and Kwame? They're gonna make it or not?
No. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Jackie and Marshall. Jackie. Okay, but I really do love Jackie. Listen, Jackie's a Capricorn like me, so I understand her very well. Yeah. I do think that she's still immature, and she's like she says it, right? Like, she hasn't been in real relationships before and had real love, so I get it. This is like her first time, so I think she is used to those toxic relationships, and Marshall is very soft and nurturing, and so this episode, we see that they're the funny couple. Like, they have the best chemistry. They're so funny together. Yeah. They, they have a good vibe. Their vibes. They do. But this episode, I think we see, or I don't know what episode it was, but one of these episodes between 6 to 8. Jackie tells Marshall, "You need to boss up." She's like, you need to boss up and be more aggressive. And at first, honestly, before we even knew what it was, I thought it was with sex. Like, I was like, I think she was talking about sex. Because I was like, what is she talking about? He needs to boss up and be aggressive. Like, because she's so fiery, you know, all the time. And I think she just needs somebody to match that at times. And she wants that passion and fire and, like, slap me around sex. And Marshall is just not, that is not Marshall.
He's like, make love, let me rub your back.
But you know what Jackie could have did? This is what Jackie could have said, babe, let's role play. I want you to be a robber and I'm gonna be a stripper or some shit. Like, they could have, you know what I'm saying? Like, she could have did some role play and got the aggression out of him. Like, you're a robber? Okay, I need you to be aggressive about this shit. Like, get into character. Let's role play. I know for sure Marshall could have did that because Marshall's good. Marshall's funny too. Like, I think he'd have been down. Yeah. She could have did it in a different way. She didn't have to, like, she said she wasn't trying to, like, attack his character. But, I mean, low-key she is, you know?
She said you're not man enough. Just FYI. You never say that to a man.
Ever.
Like, don't demasculine or whatever the word is.
Demasculate.
Like, whatever the word is. Like, men, hetero.
She said defame. She said I didn't defame him. His character.
I said what? The fact that she had to say that, like, she knew she felt bad. It's just like men need that ego boost, or they just like need that, like, you never tell a man you're not man enough or you're not doing enough. Like, you have to feed their ego, you know, and just like let them feel that masculinity, because that just tore him apart. Like, to take that from a man, I think is just, that's everything, right? Like, that just tears their whole heart out. Like, let them be a leader, right? Let them, even if they're not, like, I just think her saying that probably really scarred him. That really hit him hard. Like, you don't tell a man you're not man enough. Like, that's who they are. That's their identity. At least a straight cis man, right? Like, I was just like, damn, like, she took it very far, and I was just like, whoa, like,
Marshall's so sweet.
So
I mean, this
sweet.
motherfucker made her pancakes with a compote
A
on
man
the
that's
side, okay? He said, let me whip up this berry jam looking shit. She said, is that like a little jam on the side? He said, it's a compote.
I wrote down,
damn. He said, damn, I'm hella lucky. Exactly. I was so weak.
Here's me. I Google, what the fuck is a compote?
Yeah,
like, this
me too. I didn't even know what that was. I was like, compote, what is that? I was like, oh damn, that do look good. I'm like, you are hella lucky.
But he ain't mad enough.
But he ain't man enough, I guess.
Wait, and then she got excited. She said, oh my God, he fixed my plate. I said, nobody ever fixed your plate before, boo? Like, she really is used to
doing it.
She ain't used to this.
Yeah,
she's not used to it. She's
well.
self-sabotaging, like, whatever the word is. I'm just like, damn, sis, you are like pushing him away. You're fighting this. You are just afraid because it probably feels too good to be true. It feels odd to be loved. It feels odd to have this soft, tender, considerate person who actually cares about you. And like, I just can't even, like, how do you push that away and like be angry at that or even have anything negative to say? But I will say, I feel for her because I feel her burden, right, in her way of taking care of her family. Maybe she's been the masculine person, right? She's been the strong person. She ain't used to this. Like, this feels soft to her. This feels lame. Like, she's always maybe been the leader and like the masculine energy in her relationship. So I'm just like, I feel so bad for this girl. Like, this is love right here, girl. Let it in. That was like the note that I wrote for her in this whole last few episodes. I'm just like, let
Jackie,
it in.
Jonah has a message for you.
Jackie!
Let the love in, baby girl. Let it in. Let
This
it
is real
flow.
love.
Feel it. So, okay, I will add too that at the end of this argument, Jackie did go up to Marshall and give him a hug. And she was crying and she said, I'm sorry. He did clap in her face. He was like, and when he was arguing with her, like, because she was getting ready to pack her bags and leave. So he was like,
He said, you want aggression?
Yeah, he was like, you, what do you want me to do? Like, I left because you literally told me I wasn't man enough. What am I supposed to do? Like, just sit here and be mad? Like, he felt himself, like, wanting to fight, so I think he left to cool down. Comes back, they kind of get into it. He claps. He's like, who you clapping at? You better, what'd she say? You better check yourself, but you better, like, correct it. I don't even, you better fix that. You better fix that. That's what she said.
The irony. You wanted an aggressive dude. As soon as he get buck, now you mad.
Then he was like, I'm testing you. You said you want aggression. So, and then she gets mad at it. She's like, you better fix that.
Right.
So, yeah, I think Jackie just is a little confused with that. But you know, he also did kind of say something that I guess I would be on Jackie's side, is when he was like, well, I see you as a project.
Oh, I fucking threw my notes.
I mean, you cannot, the whole book gone. I was right. I threw it. I said, who's a project?
You shut me down.
You're never aggressive.
That's not who I am. So what are you telling me then?
Who you clapping at?
You! I'm always kissing on you. I'm always rubbing on you. I'm always doing these things. What do you do for me?
So why the fuck are you still with me if I didn't make you feel like nothing?
Because I see you as a project.
Who? I said, Marshall, hold on now. Okay, you can clap in the face. When you start talking about somebody's a project, you do need to fix that.
But
you can't say that.
She just took his whole masculinity, so I think he was on like defense mode now. He started getting bucked back, and I was like, oh shit, it's getting heated. Like now you're trying to hurt her, which that wasn't cool. I was hot. I was like, this ain't even you.
And he fixed it. He was like, you know what? I'm sorry. Emotions are everywhere. I'm heated. What I meant to say is that I see the limitless potential in you. And that's what I want to help you, you know, get to that point. And I feel like he corrected that very well. I'm not even mad at that.
Agree.
I'm not mad at it. That's when she came, you know, she hugged him. She's like, I love you. I'm sorry. Whatever. She needed that fight, though. She picked that fight because she needed that fight because, you know, she needs something, right? To help her. Like, when you're so used to chaos, that's your natural state in your body, you know? So she needed a little bit of it to feel normal for a second.
You said it beautifully, girl. Do you think that some people, like, that's just what they're used to, right? So Marshall probably feels boring to her. Because she's always had trauma and toxic and, like, aggression and, like, these dudes who are probably hella drama, hella arguments, and he's over here just like, I love you, I'm cooking breakfast, and like ain't probably throwing her around the room or whatever she's used to. It's like, this probably feels boring as fuck. Yeah, so she just needs some action.
Yeah, she needed her body to be thrown into, she needed some of that chaos for it to feel a little bit normal.
Yeah, feel alive.
Yeah. Because when you have so much trauma, like your natural state, like your cortisol and like, you know, everything is elevated and heightened all the time, right? Yeah. So she doesn't have that with Marshall, and I think she was like, what the fuck? Like, she needed to get a little bit of it just back, and then it looks like she calms down after, and then she's like, okay, you know, this is good for me. I know this is good for me, right? So...
she's spicy.
She's very spice. Yep. So we know Jackie's parents are not with this whole experiment, and they're not in agreement. Doesn't seem like they're like happy for her or anything. She said her dad might be cool about it, but her mom's gonna be like her, kind of like, what the fuck? Like,
her dad's sick too, right? We found out kind of on the side. Yeah.
So I think that's hard for her, which she has mentioned. Yeah. And so it was time for her to meet Marshall's sister. And I don't know, who was that guy? Was that her? Marshall's sister's like man?
I was assuming that it was like her boo and their kid.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
So she was like, she was having so much anxiety about it. She almost just didn't want to do it. And then finally she's like, fuck it. Yeah. Like, let's just get it over with. That's kind of how she said it too. She was like, let's just knock it out. And I was like, knock it out? Like, you're meeting his family. Like, why would you address it that way? I did not like how she addressed that. Like, let me just knock it out to meet, like, your family members. Like, there's a child there, you know, his sister, man, like, Jackie, some things we have to filter a little bit better. Like, we can talk crazy, but also there's time and place. Yeah. So I think she just needs to figure that out and balance that a little bit. Yeah. But it seemed like she really liked his sister. They had a good, you know, little meet and greet with each other. And she's like, I like you so much. Like, you're so cute. And his sister is cute. She has, like, the pink hair or something. She's cute. She's very cute.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
And she was so sweet.
Very sweet, very welcoming. And I think Jackie liked that. And she didn't feel a lot of pressure. So, yeah.
We gotta talk about Josh, since we're talking about Jackie and Marshall.
Damn. All right.
Because that was kind of like...
This motherfucking weird ass.
So at the end, if you recall, I think that's like a big piece of Jackie and Marshall's story. At the end of it, Josh comes to this party. It's at the end of like 6 through 8, Chelsea's birthday.
Chelsea's birthday, yeah.
And Josh pops up. He's like,
drunk and belligerent. Just this motherfucker went straight up to Marshall and said, it's Mr. Steal Your Girl. Like, what the fuck? I would have socked him in the fucking face.
All the things he was saying, but he acting cool.
Yeah, right.
I was like, he drunk.
She wants me to be more aggressive in the bedroom.
I'm the first guy and the first real man in their life who treats them like something. Yep. She wants to be with me. She fucks with me tough. That's what she says. She never told me that she loves me.
It's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
You been talking some shit?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking no shit.
All right. The fuck was that?
Not Mr. Steal Your Girl. Like, shit. I was caught off guard because he was loud. He was like, Chelsea was having a small conversation with Marshall on the side. She's like, what the fuck is he doing here? Like, and I'm like, even like, who invited Josh? Like,
who invited Josh?
Who the fuck invited Josh to Chelsea's birthday?
I mean,
I need to know.
They brought Bliss, so they're just like, I guess let's bring all the little broken pieces back.
I guess.
I was
just
hot.
fucking stir the pot. But he's fucking with Marshall, and then he's like going to the other, people just talking to them. But he's like loud, belligerent. It looks like he's drunk to me.
He was faded.
He was definitely, he's definitely drunk. But yeah, so he like wants to talk to Jackie.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you don't feel like you're gonna marry this dude, pick me. They named the episode "Pick Me" because of that, I think. But he was like, if you don't think you're gonna be with him, pick me. Like,
don't be a pick me. Like,
and he was literally he was thirsty, but also he was talking to her the way I don't like this. He said, well, you wanted to be with Mr. NBA Crybaby or whatever, right? Because he's
NBA Cryboy.
NBA Cryboy. I was like, and then Jackie went like she laughed. I was like, don't laugh.
You were talking to NBA Cryboy. I felt like you were always real, so I was just like, I didn't think that you were gonna be falling for that shit.
So like you genuinely cared about me?
Of course.
We had a connection, but you never was like super deep with me, super open.
If you don't feel like heart to heart you're really gonna marry somebody, pick me.
Okay, so what do we think about Jackie and Marshall then? Are they gonna say yes? Are they gonna say no? Are we gonna meet Jackie's family? Are we gonna meet Marshall's parents? We just gonna meet his sister?
I know.
Okay, anyways, do you think we're gonna meet Jackie's parents? Because I would really like to. Because I want to see where she gets the whatever from. Like, I want to see where she gets all this from. Marshall's like, I'm gonna get along great with your mom because I get along with you. So he can handle it.
Yeah.
So what do we think?
I feel like they also have so much potential. I think Marshall will absolutely say yes. He loves her. He's the type of guy that will like love somebody through and through and figure it out. Jackie, I just don't know. I think she has a lot of self-love and just self-discovery and thinks she needs to figure out about herself. So I don't know if she's ready to say yes.
You know what? Jackie did say before she says yes, like to getting married, she said it's biblical for one. She's like, marriage is biblical. And then she also said, I want to be my best self before I say yes. Well, she don't look like she in her best self yet. So I don't know if she's going to say yes. Like, I actually think Marshall's going to say no. I think he's going to be like, you do need to grow up. You're not ready for marriage. Like, but I want to be with you. This could be a situation of, what were those people in the last season?
Which ones?
Raven and SK, where they still dated afterwards. I think they could potentially be doing something like that.
Yeah.
Because she does need to grow a little bit. So
yeah.
I think Marshall's gonna say no before Jackie even says anything. Yeah, he should say no. I'm about to find his Instagram and hit him up and get in his DMs.
Hey.
Anyway.
And just last but not least, low-key, I feel like Chelsea and Marshall. Woo, chef's kiss. They would be so perfect. Chelsea's a real woman. She's ready. She wants to commit.
I didn't think about
Marshall
that.
is ready to commit.
And they talk to each other. They confide in each other. No, that's good. That would be a good match.
That's my match. They should, because Kwame weird and Jackie trying to still go through her own self-healing. I love you, sis, and I feel you, but I don't know if she's ready. Chelsea and Marshall are ready. They would be perfect, in my opinion. So let us know what y'all think.
All right, cool. Next couple, Paul and Micah. This is our last couple, I think, that we're going to talk about, Paul and Micah. Micah is still, she's still suspicious to me, but whatever. They get a physical attraction going this time, and it seems like she likes him a lot. Like, she says he's sexy. Like, I didn't hear this before, but now all of a sudden he's sexy. And
do you think he's sexy? Little nerdy scientist?
He get a little hairy, but he's...
Smash or pass, Paul?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have
Smash.
Gabriel. We got our producer back here, Gabriel. smash them.
I love it. I'm here for
yes,
it.
I don't know how. I don't know. I might have to pass.
He's so cute and he's so nerdy.
He is cute. That's the part about him where I'm
everything.
like, okay, maybe, but
He's a beautiful person.
the hair is what will bother me. I don't know if I could get past the hair.
You could shave him or wax him, girl.
I don't think he would do that. He actually got a little snappy, so
Yeah.
we could talk about that. So I guess first, Micah meets Paul's mom. She is so cute. Paul's mom is so cute, and she actually does resemble Micah in a way. Like, they're both blonde. They're both like outgoing personalities. His mom, she calls herself like a helicopter mom. She's like works in a law firm, and she found out all Micah's information by just her name. Love that about her. She was like, "What's the name of this girl, baby?"
She knew Micah's story, her mama, where her mama worked,
dad, like everything. So the mom was on it. She was like, "Who's the girl? What's her name?" By just the first name, she found out all her information. I loved her from that moment on, because that would be me as a mother. I'm like, what's the name of this guy that you're going out with to my daughter, right? Like, I'd be like, what's his name? And I find out all his information, license plate number, background check, all types of stuff. So I really enjoyed that about her personality. Micah and her got along very well. And Micah even made a comment to Paul, like, well, not to him, but she said, he's like marrying his mom, so no wonder, right? Like, she's like, why do we have this chemistry? Like, you know, we're so opposite, but it's because he found someone like his mother. And low-key, Micah's dad's name is Paul too, and he's nerdy as fuck too, just like Paul. So I'm like, you found somebody like your dad. Like
your parents.
Yes. So they kind of, I think they attracted in that way. Like, their parents are so similar that they like literally found their parent in each other. So that was kind of cute and funny.
Yeah. Can I say something I wrote down about that because I think it's so fucking cute? Is my husband has said like, I love you because you're like my mom. And I don't know, that could sound really awkward and weird, but I feel like men often are attracted to somebody that's like their mom because that's like their first love, right? That's their first like person that raised them and loved them best and first. And especially if you have a good mom, right? That's always a caveat right there. But I just thought that was so cute that he found someone just like his mom because Dark's mom and I are so similar. Like, we're both super strict and clean and like kind of controlling and yeah, we're both
familiar. It's familiar too.
It feels safe. It feels homey. And it just feels like that love you grew up with. So I just was like, he found his mama.
Yeah,
so
cute.
So cute.
We do see Micah goes to Paul's apartment. I don't think we saw her places yet. Like, it sounds like she lives in Arizona, which
I was like, okay.
Yeah,
She got
an Arizona
locations?
place, and she got another place. Yeah, and she has another place I think in Seattle too, right?
She said she
so
got
she got
locations.
some. Yeah, she did. She got locations. So that's cool. But I thought it was funny because when she walked in his house, he's a minimalist for real. Like, he's got like a small TV, 2 couches, one he found on the side of the road.
She said,
like,
can we mount the TV?
Yeah, like, can we even just mount it? It's like sitting on a fucking broke down desk. She walks in his room and he's like, he has like not even that many clothes. He's like, yeah, mainly like the clothes that I wear are just like all right here on my dresser. Those are the main ones. She's like, wait, so your day-to-day clothes that you wear are just like right on top of the dresser? It's not that many. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god. He's like, yeah, this is just like an main selection. She was like,
do y'all do that?
I thought that shit was hilarious. I was like, oh my god. No, because my dresser in my closet is overflown. Like, I can't put my main things. Yeah, like he got 5 shirts. Like, these are the ones that I mainly wear every day. Like, what the fuck is that? That was funny as fuck though. I'm not gonna lie.
And then he said, wait, hold on. He said, I'm literally fucking crying right now. He said, I got this couch on Craigslist and I got this one on the side of the street.
Yeah, he's like, hey, what do you think about that one? Like,
I love this guy.
I was like, oh my god. Michael was like, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna rearrange this whole and like make the woods at least match because he had different color woods in there, dark wood, light wood. Like, she was like, oh my god.
She wanted to redo the whole house. I was like, damn. He's so sweet. He's so simple and humble.
He is. He's simple.
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
But that is a really small space. She does work from home too, I think. So they do need to like figure that out. And it sounds like she wants him to move to Arizona, and he's like, fuck no. And she's like, I mean, if you gave it like a chance, I'd be okay with it. But you just like completely declining just makes me feel away.
Yeah.
So I could see Paul kind of pushed back right there. Micah has been like in charge. I feel like the dominant person in this relationship the whole time. And right there, I saw Paul say, "Okay, look, like it's a negative for me." Yeah. So, you know, Paul bossed up Marshall. Okay.
Take notes.
Yeah. Anyway, so so yeah, I mean, I feel like with them, if they can work out their location where they live, I do think that they could make a pretty good couple.
Yeah.
The only wrench in this situation is Micah's friends. Micah brings Paul to like a bar to meet her two fucking friends that are, I can't even, worse than Irina, I'm gonna say. Like this Shelby girl.
Take a shot for these girls, okay, right now, because it's about to get real.
Shelby supposedly has pushed away like all of Micah's boyfriends or something. Like
red flag number 1.
Red flag. Like why? Why are you doing that?
Shelby has single-handedly like terminated relationships for me. A couple of them. She's easily angered.
I mean, can't say that I care.
Yes. In love with him? Yeah, 100%. If you're not into it, are you being serious?
Not only that, but she tries to get on Paul. Like, she said something to him about him being a scientist and using big words, and they were like, "I'm not used to this." And then she's like, "I don't know if I like it." And I feel like that's when Paul was like, "I mean, I don't care."
I'm sorry, you dumb sis. I'm
yeah,
to understand my language,
I don't
my vocabulary.
And what pissed me off about that is Micah. I mean, I get it, but I don't. Like, she comes to her friend's defense, like, "What do you mean? That's rude to say. Like, you can't say that you don't care." And it's like, she just said something rude to him, and she was saying like little rude things all throughout that episode with them together, to the point where I think he just had enough, and he's like, "All right, like, I don't care."
Wait, he said something that broke my heart. He was like, "What is this, the Paul roast?" She didn't fucking stand up for him. He was over here getting beat down. These girls were so mean to him. Like, and she didn't care. She was just like, "Don't talk to my friend like that."
Right, and I'm just thinking, like, at that moment, I was pissed off at Micah. Like, bitch, your friends are disrespectful as fuck. Like, that would say a lot about you. Like, the circle that you're keeping around you, why is your friend like that? There's a difference between Tiffany's friends, who are, like, protective in a loving way. Like, we love her so much, we want you to... And there's a difference between people who are controlling their friends. Like, this is a situation where it looks like... Yeah. It reminds me of fucking... What the fuck is the Mean Girls? Main girl?
Regina
George. She was like hell. Regina is Regina. Yes, Regina George. Like, she's like needs her friend, and somebody taking away her friend is gonna take away her whole life and image and everything. And I feel like that's how she is, and that got me fucked up. I was like, Micah, you need to open your fucking eyes. Like, your friend is not protecting you. She is literally gonna sabotage you. Like, you will not be able to be with this good man because your friend is going to get in the way and sabotage this whole shit. That's what she's been doing to all your relationships. Like, and you think it's funny. Yeah. You're over here like, she literally single-handedly scares away these guys. Bitch, that's not funny.
Yeah, her friend said that. And she don't even realize it? Yeah.
She's toxic.
She's toxic as fuck. Like, she's the one who can't get Shelby can't get nobody. Like,
she has to be single.
She even said, you know what pissed me off is she said, to Paul, she's like, you know that she's a lot to handle, right? And Paul's like, yeah. And she's like, okay, well, if you knew that, you wouldn't be with her. Why would you say that about your friend?
Thank you. Tiffany's friends were like, she's amazing. She's beautiful. Everything aligns with her. You're so lucky to have her. She over here saying, my friend's a lot to handle.
Exactly.
Hater. Like, and the other friend, her name was Michaela. The other friend was like, you a hater. How your own two friends don't even like each other? It's too much for me. My friends would never. I can't.
Never mind. It was, I actually wrote it down. She said, it's a skill to date Micah. And then Paul was like, oh, I know. And she's like, no, because if you did know, you wouldn't be with her.
Who says that to their friend? I would never say that about you.
Trash.
I'm
like,
just saying.
That's a trash friend.
But it makes sense because Micah was also very influenced by Irina. And I love Micah, okay? Because she's a Pisces like me. So I'm like, sis, open your eyes. When you're in your 20s, you a little dumb. We're very easily influenced. I think all these people around her, she's just like a yes girl. I'm a yes girl. I feel that. I'm like, I want to make everybody happy. I want friends. I want my man happy. And she just doesn't know how to be like, you're fucking toxic. You're a bad person. I ain't fucking with you no more. She'll get there. She'll learn it. she got to cut all these badass people off. This bitch Shelby, this girl Michaela, Irina, she got to let all these people go. Because I think she's sweet. I think she has potential. She could be nice. But all these people, she's around a bunch of negative ass people. And that's easy to rub off on, right? When people are drama and people are toxic, you want to fit in. And you, remember all those people that were crying and all the jokes Irina was cracking? Micah, I think, was just like, it's funny, it's cute. Like, trying to just fit in and be there because Irina was her friend at that point. Micah has to learn to be like, you guys ain't it. You guys are bad people. I gotta separate from this. And I think she was realizing it because we didn't even talk about this, but in the very beginning, her and Irina linked up and she was like, how could you do this to me? You were my only friend.
She said I was your lifeline. Like, I was your lifeline. I feel like she's the same way with Shelby. She's the same way with Shelby. She's Shelby's lifeline. But also, that kind of makes me feel like, Micah, why are you people's lifelines? Like, you people pleasing? You're people pleasing, and that's you have an issue with people pleasing.
That's a fact.
You need to get that going. Like,
and that takes maturity to be like, y'all motherfuckers ain't for me. I gotta go. That takes a lot. We've all had friends. We've all had circles, right? We've all had environments that we gotta get away from. And I think Micah hasn't woke up yet. You know, she's just still following. We're followers by nature, right? You want to fit in high school as a teen. That's like your whole like makeup is to like fit in and to be cool. And she just ain't mature yet. I feel like she's I hope watching these seasons back, she's like, damn, I got a lot of motherfucking trash ass people around me. I gotta step out and be better.
And I'll add too, with Micah and Kwame, at Chelsea's party, there was a conversation between both of them where Micah was like, did you feel like you made the right choice?
Like so like happy together, but like trust me, it's not all rainbows and sunshine. I feel like I'm very unsure but hopeful. Do you feel like you're questioning? Like
they both were having this like discussion, and they seemed like, you know, they both told each other like, yeah, we're cool, right? But I just don't even like that they even had that conversation. Like, why are we still talking about it? We already talked about this in Mexico like twice or 3 times. Like, why are we talking about it again for the 3rd time? Like, you guys are crossing boundaries. Just fucking let it go. Like, Chelsea told Kwame, let it go. You still can't let it go? Like, we're still talking about this? I mean, just fuck or don't, but like, let's get it over with. Like, it's seriously, like,
they just can't let
it or
shit
don't. Yeah, like, I don't know. We'll see what happens with them. I feel like Paul and Micah are gonna say yes, but I actually wouldn't be surprised if Micah said no, and like her and Kwame fucked around a little bit, and then she went back to Paul. I could see her doing that.
She gonna test the waters?
Yeah, I could see her testing the waters, like being a little like confused, but I don't know.
She can't fucking figure out what the fuck she wants, and Kwame can't either. I'm just like, these two, that made me so mad when they had their little moment at the end of the party. I was just like, do y'all want each other or not? Let it go. Like,
so what do we think
about Paul and Micah?
Yep.
I think Paul loves her. Paul is such a sweet soul. Paul is just perfect. He's a great guy. I think he would say yes. I think Micah, I honestly don't think she's really into Kwame. I think Micah just can't say goodbye to people. She can't say no. She's a people pleaser. We already said that. So, yeah. I don't know. I think Micah...
I think she'll say yes, actually.
I think she could too.
They're going to be like a Matt and Colleen in season 3, where it's like...
Exactly.
We don't know, but then they said yes, and like they figured it out, and it's like weird, but okay, we're with it. Like, exactly. I think it's going to be like that.
Exactly. That awkward yes.
Yeah. It's the awkward yes, but like I guess it works for them, so...
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Because she's sweet. I think she has potential. They could be a good match. So, will she drop Kwame, drop her dumbass friends, and be like, Paul's fucking amazing. I want love, and I'm ready to be here for it.
If Paul's mother saw the way that her friends were treating Paul, she would have been all up in that shit.
Wait till her mom sees it.
I know. I can't wait. I hope that her mom says something, or we see it on the reunion, or like, I don't even know, but I feel like her mom would jump right in. Like,
bring mom to the reunion, please.
No, yeah.
And Shelby.
Hell yeah.
They need a match.
They need to fight. Irina and Shelby need to be friends, huh? They seem like they would get along well. Mm-hmm. Shelby and Irina could feed off of each other's like bullshit negativity and They be good friends. Matter of fact, Irina probably watched it back and was like, Shelby seemed cool as fuck. Dumbass. We're gonna be besties. She probably was like, oh shit. I like the way she, right? I like the way she think. Well, no shit. Like,
Shelby was like, oh, Irina cool as fuck.
Right.
Irina was like, I like her.
Hell no.
Toxic ass host.
That shit's funny as fuck. Irina had the nerve to say in this episode too, like, I mean, I just couldn't get over, like, physically how it was with Zach. But, like, if I think about him at all, like, I'm definitely going to reach out. But,
Irina better not come back.
Yeah. She better not come back. We don't want her. All right, you guys. That wraps up Love is Blind. So, let us know what you guys think.
Yes.
I mean, shoot, is Jack going to fuck Josh? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is gonna happen?
Josh was a hot mess. I think not Irina, oh my god. Jackie looked at that ear. She was like, he drunk, he over here being extra. I think Jackie was turned off by him. She wasn't like touching him. She wasn't into him at all.
Yeah. She sort of was like shrugging her shoulders, like.
She saw the real him.
Yeah.
Pod him was sweet, but real Josh was a drunk
mess.
Yeah, he was too much.
All right. Well, let us know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you for next week, the last episode of You, and the next Love is Blind episodes. So,
cannot wait to see who keeps going and who
falls apart.